I am 12 DPO today. My period is due in 2 days. My temperature went down a little bit today, but it's still above the cover line. It has been all kinds of crazy this cycle. It's been up and down and zigzagging towards the end, so I have to see what it is tomorrow. But my period is due 2 days. I started testing 2 days ago. So this is 10 DPO, 11 DPO, and this is 12 DPO, which is today. Now, I haven't seen any definite lines, but these are the Pregmate tests that I got from Amazon. It came with a box of 100. And the top two, which would be 10 and 11 DPO, dried with like very faint lines on it. I don't know if you can see it here. On each of those, there's like a very faint line. I'm not sure if it's an evaporation line, because I noticed they both showed up after the 5 minutes that you're supposed to wait. And this one, it's been over 5 minutes and I still haven't seen anything, but I'm curious to see if when it fully dries up, will I see that evaporation line as well, because I usually don't get an evaporation line with these, occasionally, but definitely not 2 in a row. I'm going to try putting it against something white to see if I can see it better on the camera. What I'm seeing is like right about here. And like I said, I'm not seeing it on this third one yet, but I'm gonna wait till it fully dries and see what it says. And this cycle has been weird because I think it was 12 Tuesday. Let me check. Tuesday, I spotted very light pink when I had my first morning urine. And then later on, maybe like around 10 or 11, I spotted again. And then by nighttime, it was just completely clear, no spotting anymore. And I've had cramping at nighttime. I wrote mostly left side for this day, but then the other day I felt it more on my right side. So this kind of switching. And then following that Wednesday, which will be yesterday, I had no spotting at all. I couldn't sleep at night, but then at nighttime, I did notice a little bit of spotting again. Now today, this morning, I kind of noticed a little tiny bit of brown spotting, but not pink like the last 2 days, and definitely not as much. So it might be my period coming, but 5 days before my period is kind of early to start spotting. But my period is due in 2 days now, so I'm gonna see once this fully dries and compare the 3 and see what it looks like, because maybe the line that this dries with is darker than those 2 lines. Alright, so it's been a little while, and that third test has finally caught up to being as dry as the other two. I am not seeing much on this one. It's kind of annoying because this whole box of tests have been, they have like little nicks and like scratches on them. So you can see this third one has a little nick at the very top, and like that makes me see a line for some reason. It like tricks your eyes. But I don't see anything on this third one compared to the first two, like the evaporation line. Like that little nick is kind of confusing me and making me see something, but if it's anything, it's like extremely light. Like I can't see it. The first two I see the evaporation line, and then this third one I don't really see anything. And I have added a note to today, 12 DPO, because I have more brown spotting. I just went to the bathroom, so since I'm so close to my period and I'm not getting any definite positives, I am pretty sure I'm out for this month. But I will see. I won't test again until Saturday if I haven't got my period. So I will post that. But I really don't think that I'm pregnant this month, because I feel like it would have showed something by now, especially before the whole test dries up. So I think what I'm seeing is evaporation lines, but I just find it weird, excuse me, that I don't usually get evaporation lines on these. Like I said, occasionally, but not two in a row like that. So I was getting kind of excited for a minute, but we will see what happens. I think I'm in the process of getting my period now, since I'm getting more spotting. It just usually hasn't started that early, but we will see. Today's Thursday, so Friday, if I don't get it by Saturday, I will take another test and I'll post it on here. And I just wanted to mention, if this is the first time you see my channel, this would be cycle 16 of us trying for baby number 3. I have 2 kids already, an 8-year-old son and a 6-year-old daughter. And after my daughter, I got a tubal ligation. 5 years after getting that tubal ligation, I ended up pregnant again somehow, which means either my tubal ligation failed or I have a small hole in one of my tubes where it didn't heal properly. And somehow I was able to get pregnant again, but unfortunately that ended in an early miscarriage, and that was March of last year. So this would actually be cycle 16 of trying. We've been trying over a year already, and so if you want to follow along our journey with that, just subscribe to our channel, because I do try to post an update at least every month of our TTC journey. And crossing fingers, hopefully one day I am able to conceive and have a successful 3rd pregnancy. And that is what we're hoping for. I don't know if it's in God's plan for us, but it was just crazy how it happened, how I became pregnant after having this tubal ligation. And I know people in my family who it's happened to, and I have met lots of people online that it's happened to before, and they ended up being able to have successful pregnancies even after having a tubal ligation. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to keep trying, and I hope you decide to join along. And if you're going through the same struggles or you're trying to conceive as well, let me know in the comments so I can subscribe to your channel as well, because I love following along everybody's stories, and it makes me so happy when I see you guys finally get your positive results and grow your families as well. So I'll see you guys later.